What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. And in this video, what we're going to do is a quick video. It's going to be a quick video. We're not going to do any proper comparison of price and all that. I had these three products with me and they seemed pretty close to each other, you know. Ultimate Nutrition Prstar, I'm almost exhausted this. This is a blend protein. And I recently got the Progauge 100 Whey. This is also a blend protein. And then we got the Muscle Whey from Nutrimed, which is also a blend protein with some other stuffs added to it. So these three things seemed pretty close to each other. And I thought, just like we did the isolate microscopic test to understand how the textures are, we should do for this one. That would be nice to see. So I'm just doing that. It's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to comment on what I think is good or bad. It's just going to show things to you how they look and you can decide for yourself. Alright, let's get into it. So what you see up here is Muscle Whey and Ultimate Nutrition Prstar. This is the shortcut names I've done, I guess you can understand. And this one is Progauge 100% Whey. What I can say, and if you use these things, you can tell from the texture, is that these two, Ultimate Nutrition Prstar and Muscle Whey, they have kind of similar sort of texture, the way they break down and the flow of the whey protein. And this one has a bit of different texture. To some extent it resembles the Isosensation 93 texture, but that's not the whole thing. It kind of clutters together, you know. There's a nature to it. Like I'll show you. If I just move the whole thing here, it moves, the whole stack moves on its own. Do you see that? Check this out. See, it's breaking and moving the whole thing. But if I do this here, see, it doesn't do. It's like much more free flow. Same thing in here. I just cleaned my hands so that we don't have a mixture of a report. Do you see these things? When you push them, the powders move because they're much more granular. These things are kind of somehow cluttered together. So if you move, the whole powder form moves together. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of binder or something that's used. All right. Let's start with our microscopic test, starting off with the very first Muscle Whey, and we're recording. Yes. So what do you see? Nothing? Oh, okay, now you see. So we've done the Muscle Whey microscopic test some time back also when we did the review, I guess, or there was an initial microscopic test video there we saw. There's not much to see actually. There's no binder or anything. What you got is a bunch of cocoa powder laying around, and some of those tiny little crystals. I think those are sucralose, and there's these whey protein granules. Of course, they do see these big chunks of cocoa, right? Now, of course, they do add a bunch of other stuff like ashwagandha and all, but I don't know. Maybe these are the yellow things that you see. If you see on the screen, there are some tiny little yellow things. Let me see if I can get those in the middle. Yeah, do you see those? A bit different texture, maybe those are the stuff, but nothing really odd or really stringy sort of thing. If you want to see how things look odd, then do check out my microscopic test of Alms Nutrition Mass Gainer. I think, yeah, there's a mass gainer, just check that out. Alright, that was Muscle Whey. Now, moving on to Ultimate Nutrition Prstar, which also has a really clean structure, and it's much cleaner. And that's proved because that's kind of understandable, because it doesn't have that many of additives like Muscle Whey. It doesn't have ashwagandha, it doesn't have prebiotics, so those things are not there. It's just a simple blend with sucralose. That's why it's almost same as Muscle Whey, except for a few of those yellow things missing, right? That's what I think. It's nothing much. It's just as simple as it could be. All right. And moving on to Progauge, and this is the first time I'm doing Progauge microscopic test. What I need to say, there could be some granules because it's a cafe mocha flavor, so it could have some bigger granules. That's what I expect. Let's just see how it is. So that's true. I mean, if you see, there are these granules which I talked about, like really big chunks. Similar thing we saw for Isosensation 93. Apart from that, what do you see? We see those crystals a bit there, and the rest is proper whey protein structure. Surprisingly, I was actually thinking, do they have a bunch of additives or something? They don't. They don't. It's just simple, clean. Alright, so that was the microscopic test of these three products, Ultimate Nutrition Prstar, Muscle Whey from Nutrimed, and Progauge 100%
whey protein, which is a blend protein. So I think they're all okay. There's not much difference in there. That's what I think. I think the way this muscle whey moves, that is, it kind of clutters together, is because it has some water content in it more than this two. That's my guess, assumption. I'm not really sure. Other than that, this is really clean product. Apart from these two are also clean product just as well. So I hope you like this video. Thanks a lot for your time and have an awesome life, folks.